What's up with it, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Raider Honcho, and I'm back with a brand new video for you. Alright guys, get right into it. You already know the vibes. You already know what type of time I'm on. I know. Some of y'all out there like, yo, Honcho, you forgot to take the do-rag off. You forgot to... No, I didn't forget to take the do-rag off. It's 9 o'clock in the morning, and my waves been acting up, so they on punishment. They're not allowed to come outside today, okay? They are grounded. My waves is on punishment, so I had to keep the do-rag on. It is what it is. Y'all just gonna have to deal with it. But in today's video, I want to talk about all the chitter-chatter that's surrounding the Las Vegas Raiders in terms of... Are they going to trade Darren Waller? Do they want to trade Darren Waller? Should they trade Darren Waller? Look, check it out. Because not only did the Raiders make a statement, supposedly made a statement that they wanted to trade back some talent to get back into the first 2 rounds. We don't know. That could have been hyperbole. That could have been them saying anything. I don't even know where that story came from. I just know I heard it. I can't even tell you where I heard it from. But more than that, the Raiders have been very interested in tight ends. Not just in free agency, but they keep bringing in all these tight ends to talk to. They keep having all these top 30 meetings with tight ends. They keep talking tight end, tight end, tight end. So everybody's just like, oh, that must mean Darren Waller's on the move. But I would beg to differ. Maybe Foster Moreau is the guy that's in trouble. Maybe Foster Moreau is the guy that's on notice. And no, I'm not saying the Raiders should trade Foster Moreau. I'm not saying the Raiders are going to trade Foster Moreau. I'm not even sitting here telling you the Raiders are upset with Foster Moreau. All I'm saying is that Foster Moreau is not above criticism. Foster Moreau is not above the challenge of competing for a position and a spot on his roster and playing time. Because at the end of the day, as much as I love Foster Moreau, you love Foster Moreau, and a lot of times we fall in love with these players because of 1 or 2 games. And you're like, wow, that was a big game for us. That was a big play for us. And you think that that's going to continue and they're going to duplicate those things. But let's just talk about it real quick. Last year, Foster Moreau only had 30 catches, 373 yards and 3 touchdowns. And I know you're like, well, he's a tight end. He didn't get another. I'm just saying. I'm just talking about production. When you talk about the Foster Moreau that we fell in love with, we're talking about 2019 Foster Moreau. That's a guy that had 21 catches. But I know you're thinking, well, he had 30 last year, 21 before. Check it out. He had 30 catches on 44 targets last year. In 2019, he had 21 catches on 25 targets. He only played in 13 games in 2019. He played in 17 games last year. All right, so he started 11 games last year. He started only 7 games in 2019, and he had 21 catches on 25 targets. He had 5 touchdowns, 14 first downs. All right, last year, he had 44 targets, 30 catches, only 3 touchdowns. And when I'm breaking down his numbers, the catch percentage last year was only 68.2. So in 2019, his catch percentage was 84%. That means 84% of the times we threw him the ball, he was catching it. Last year dropped to 68. So he got more targets and only got 9 more catches. And the catch percentage at 68 is just not that high for me. So yards per target, only 8.5 yards last year. So I think that when you think about the Raiders bringing in all these tight ends, you think about Josh McDaniels' offense, it is predicated on having tight ends. You have to have 2 tight ends that are versatile, not just blocking, not just catching, but able to do multiple things. So when you talk about the success the Patriots had in particular, because there are plenty of teams that have success without dual tight ends or tight ends in general, but when you talk about just specifically the Patriots organization, they have always been able to put the tight ends out there. I mean, they transcended the game when they gave Aaron Hernandez all that money when they already had a Gronk on the team. So you got to understand that the Raiders are talking to tight ends. I don't think it really has anything to do with Darren Waller, but I do think that second tight end position is up for grabs because as much as we like Foster Moreau because at times he was a bright spot for us, the numbers just don't back up the case that he's automatically that second tight end in. So I think the Raiders are doing their due diligence to see if they can bring in a younger guy because Foster Moreau is going into his 4th year, which means you got that 5th year option coming up. So, I mean, I said that like I know. I really don't know. I'm just saying that because I think after 4 seasons, you got that 5th year option for rookies. I could be wrong. Somebody correct me in the comments. I know you will anyway. But I think Foster Moreau is the guy that's kind of being put on notice with all this tight end talk. I don't necessarily think it's Darren Waller. So I want you to get down in the comments and let me know what you think. Is it Foster Moreau on notice? Does Foster Moreau need to step up? And stop thinking with your hearts, man. Stop thinking with your hearts. Think with your brain. Think of production. Think of numbers. Think of value. And you let me know what you think. But if you like the video, like the video. If you like the content on this channel, please subscribe to the channel. Hit me up on Instagram and Twitter, both at Raider Honcho. And as as always, Raider Honcho out.